Finna try this Watch Dogs out. See what's the big hype. Put my Jason thing on since it's close to Halloween. Let me turn this controller here off. Back up.
Ah, London. What a town. History around every corner and a tourist photographing it. Pubs serving up a pint and a smile. All that music, theatre and art. And multiculturalism. And the world's oldest underground, the Tube. The class of cities, really. Top shelf stuff. Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
Alright, it's almost Halloween, y'all. Let's get in the Halloween spirit. This is bad.
What's our status?
Perimeter security's down, but plenty of your flying friends about.
Fucking hell.
Dalton, no time to waste.
Yes, ma'am. I'm in.
Hello to all the Springs. I see we live from London here. Let's
Any idea
see what we
we're
got
against,
going.
Bailey?
If you hadn't brushed off, I might. Ever consider leaving these security threats to the authorities?
That's rich, Bagley. The government would sooner arrest us for trying to help than actually do something useful.
We'll have to sort this one on our own.
Carefully, Dalton.
Bagley, are you detecting a little worry in Sabine's voice?
Oh, it's him going
Brilliant.
down to
Asking a
London.
computer about feelings. This explains so much.
Shut it, you two, and get to work.
There she is.
Almost Halloween, y'all. Let's see what we got. I guess I'm walking down this corridor here. Here's the crotch. Think up on the fix when near to where enemy from takedown. Take him down. Oh, nice.
That hurt you more than it hurt me.
It did. It'll lead to open. Electric door access. Look around first. What we got?
Do us a favor and keep it quiet, Dalton.
If they don't shoot me, I won't shoot them. How's that?
Investigate the threat. Follow me. Follow me. Peek down into some warehouse. There's 80 volt. Like nothing there. So spooky. Warehouses. Delete door. Oh, it's just like the first game.
Their profiles are heavily encrypted. No identifying information.
Ghosts in this system.
Got him. Got him. Counter.
Jeez, I don't even want this in my history.
Oh, let's get him. Almost there. A little bit more. A bit more.
Oh, totally vile.
Huh?
They've got loads of DedSec gear down here. And why do you suppose that is?
What? How did they get their hands on it?
I don't know. But
Let's
someone
see.
wants to make it look like DedSec was here.
Shit. You need to proceed with extreme caution, Dalton.
Who are these men in black anyway?
Nothing identifying. I suspect that's by design.
Okay. Yeah. Got the heat.
Oh, fuck me. The entire place is rigged to blow.
Jesus, those canisters. Bagley, is that...
RDX nitrogen. Enough to level Parliament.
Can you locate a detonator, Bagley?
Not exactly, but there's a device streaming a fuckload of encrypted data from the floor above you.
Yeah, that fits the bill. On my way.
Explosives. Yep, go on.
All clear?
You know what to do. Search the area.
Thank God.
Moving on, there's nothing here.
Couldn't have gone far. Area clear. Moving on. I'm going to find you.
Not seeing anything here. Moving elsewhere.
It's clear. I will go that way. We should spread out and search the area.
All clear here. Moving on.
Clear. Moving on.
Nothing to report. Checking elsewhere.
Don't get ambushed. Those shits up.
Shit for brains. Fucking twat.
They've staged DedSec propaganda all around the bombs. These pricks are going to blow up Parliament and hang it on us.
Not if you get to that detonator first.
Get to the bomb, baby. To the bomb.
Bagley, is that not the detonator?
No, but it's a transmitter sending a signal to a device on the floor above us. Safe to assume that would be the detonator we're looking for.
Let's get the detonator. Ain't missing nothing in here. Thanks for coming to the screen. Let's see. It's a bye. Can't get in here restricted. I need a key. Oh no, forget that. We kicking in the doors. Kicking in doors.
Right in the House of Commons. Whoever these men in black are, they've got brass bollocks to set up in the centre of government.
Like that. Trap. Looking. Go. Using that bomb, sir.
I found the detonator. And it's definitely live. Bagley, I'm gonna need some help with this.
Yes, you are, but sadly, I'm locked out.
Fuck. Well, we don't have a chance without Bagley.
Wait, I might know a workaround. We trained in manual overrides at MI5.
You're full of surprises. Be quick about it.
All right, Bagley, do your thing.
I'm in. And the bombs have just armed themselves. Well, that may complicate matters.
Fuck's sake. Can you defuse them or not?
Of course I can, but I might also trip another failsafe and vaporize you, so fair warning.
Expect this to draw some attention your way, Dalton.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Company at our back door.
Dalton, we've got some heat here at HQ.
How long is this gonna take, Bagley?
Depends how often you interrupt me with questions.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out.
Time to go.
It's about to get real.
To get real.
Fuck.
From the cavalry.
They're on me. I'll try and hold them off.
Could be anywhere right now. Stop to this.
Bagley, update.
Let's just say I'm both impressed and annoyed by how sophisticated this anti-tamper security is. Still working.
Bagley, tell me you're close.
I'm through security, now wading through terabytes of decoy code looking for the detonation sequence.
Don't hide behind that. Don't do that.
Landed a shot.
Raise your head up.
Vectors open fire. Ghost find cover. Directing.
Shit! Moving, moving, moving!
Problem, Dalton. I need your physical appendages now.
I'm the dick.
What's wrong?
There are 3
Yeah.
slots on the left. One of them is the receiver. You need to pull the controller wire.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm fucking not. Pull the wire.
If this gets me blown up...
Bombs defused. See? That wasn't so bad, was it?
Finish the bomb.
Bagley, you bastard. You nearly gave me a bloody heart attack then. Whoa. What the fuck am I looking at?
It appears Parliament is not the only target. More bombs are going live as we speak.
On screen, Bagley.
Now we need to get the word out. Those sites need to be evacuated.
They're spread out all over London. There isn't any time.
But my sister's at the Tone Conference. We have to do something.
I picked up a transmitter on the roof that is sending out a signal to the other bomb sites. If you can reach it...
I can shut it all down.
Oh, here we go.
Sabine!
Fuck! Dalton, we're breached! Go! The roof!
Sabine, what's going on?
We're being raided. It's a bloodbath. Her protocol is to wipe everything, including Bagley.
I need him for the transmitter.
I know, but if they get him, they get everything. Names, ops, locations.
Okay, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Wipe him.
Yes, wipe me.
Do it, Sabine, and get the hell out of there.
Fuck. Okay, Bagley's down. You're on your own. Dalton, if this goes...
Let me down, little
It won't.
Let me
I'll see you
down,
at the rally
little
point. I promise.
Good luck.
Put this on. Okay. Like the old one. Dead one.
Heading to last known position. Being shot at here.
Pushing in.
We have the suspect's last known position. Check it out.
Check it out. Shit! Staying down.
Out of here.
What the hell? I'm going to have a look. They're hurt. What's happening?
Oh, my goodness. Get this on with You almost died. What is it about almost died? Ain't that something? Like this. Oh, myself. Yeah. Upstairs I go. Yeah.
Okay. Bingo. No.
Well done, Dalton Wolf. I'm impressed.
The fuck are you?
Oh, you still think you're here to save London? I'm afraid that's not going to happen. You're here to help us with some important work.
Important work. Killing thousands of...
Oh, shot him in the shoulder.
Exactly.
Oh, how
To
you
save
shooting?
the world. You do know Londoners have died before, hmm? The plague, the Great Fire, the Blitz. It's not much fun. But destruction is always the cure. And it begins today. Zero Day.
Oh, it's gone.
It's time for a hard reset.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm dead.
explosions devastated 3 sites in London. Authorities are asking residents to remain in their homes as the situation continues to develop. We have received no official casualty total, but it is expected.
Everybody
Gathered for a
dead.
series of candlelight vigils that brought closure to thousands of families and indeed to an entire city. London is now laser focused.
At 10 Downing Street, where Nigel Cass, CEO of private military company Albion, received a mandate to secure London. Cass has vowed to hunt down DedSec. Terrorist responses failed. Albion used cutting-edge artificial intelligence systems and autonomous drones to capture the remaining members of DedSec. A stark warning to would-be insurgents.
Top corporations are posting record profits due to increased efficiencies in production and distribution, enabled by the use of technologies initially developed and approved for security purposes.
Overdue cleanup as crime numbers take a dive. Illegal gambling, drug trafficking and prostitution all down following prosecutions of the leaders of 4 of London's 5 largest criminal syndicates. The streets of Camden and Brixton.
Londoners, as Albion's mandate is extended indefinitely by the government, life finally begins to return to normal. Curfews and travel restrictions have been lifted in all boroughs, thanks to the deployment.
News outlets, reports of rioting in Trafalgar Square have been greatly exaggerated, possibly by foreign meddlers pushing a false narrative through social media. Albion is in complete control of a few...
reprimand the public about the circulation of fake news, conspiracy theories persisting in dark corners of the internet that terrorist group DedSec were framed for the bombings have been roundly rejected. Our own reporters could not find a single Londoner willing to expound those theories on camera. The facts simply don't support any other story.
I need to assemble a team, but I can't reboot DedSec alone. Let me break into London CTOS and see who's available.
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they have this under control. They probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. But that doesn't look good on the news, does it? DedSec's been a thorn in their side. Who better to pin it on?
Angie, I have you next. What do you make of all this?
I think, if anything, DedSec showed their true colors. It's terrifying to think we harbored such a dangerous element for years. Terrorists in our own backyard.
Do you find DedSec more frightening than the different gangs in London, like Clan Kelly?
Clan Kelly might set your shop on fire and maybe they'd kill you, but even they wouldn't try to blow up all of Parliament.
Next, I have Crypto King. Do you feel safer using a pseudonym?
Everyone should. Why make it easier for them to track you? And now we've seen what they're capable of and how far they're willing to go.
Hold on. Do you mean the government? Are you suggesting the government was responsible for the bombings?
Oh, trust me, Claire. They didn't do it alone. They're all in on it. The government, Albion, Sirs, Bloom, Sky Bloody Larson, and all the way up to Downing Street. They want to keep us scared, harness us with mind control, suck every last ounce of usefulness out of us, and even in death they'll sell off our bodies.
And what do you suggest we do, Crypto King?
Go underground. Deep enough, no electric signal can get you. It's the only way.
Well, thank you to all of our callers today, and thank you for tuning in and scouting for the truth along with me. Next week, Buccaneer Radio will be diving into the Albion Corporation. Just who are these men and women being paid lucrative amounts for the city's defense? Are they protecting us? Protecting London? Or someone else's interests? See you next week, fellow pirates. Claire Waters out.
Oh, what is this? Is that a spider? Oh, 007 or something. Data Central, access to the data cluster. Oh, we'll fall off. Got a second. Good.
Shit. Situation is worse than I thought.
Everybody did.
But there's a candidate. Looks like you're DedSec's best hope.
Hey. Take her. Oh.
Glad to see you're alive. If you're still committed to the cause, DedSec needs you. I'll send you the coordinates to our last safe house. Meet me there.
Sure.
Bounce. Ooh.
Snapchat, go over your head like a snapback. Uploaded a pic, double tap that, and your flow so old, granddad. It's just banter. I'm way too much like a black cat. Hey, boss, why you Snapchatting in the club for? Just dance, man. Like yo from a lamb, yo from a lamb. Ain't no girl better than. I'm on the roads, caravan. Let me do this fast, Ramadan. Cause it's going down, avalanche. I'ma keep it short, paragraph. Queen D, Charmaine, and a rap. Take your off Israel, Nazareth.
Oh, running sister. Gotta learn to drive.
Some girls wake up and don't even brush their teeth. That's a dead thing. That's a bad breath thing. How could you talk my name and you ain't even brush your teeth? Brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. Never brush your teeth. Brush your teeth.
Oh, let's go. Oh, it's a song about brushing teeth. Camera.
Out of my bloody way! I just can't handle this right now. Free country, yeah. Look where that's gone. Let's turn the volume down. Hey, this will not end.
get in? Can't find my way in here.
What is going on? Let's turn the volume down, eh? Mess with a round one this time. I swear, there's no need for that. Let's discuss this. Go home and take a bath or something. Why? All right. Yeah, I'm good. Okay.
I've downloaded a patch to your optics so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You'll have to do the manual override.
That is about what I was expecting. Can't be too careful in times like this.
One of Sabine's, are you? I'll see you downstairs later then.
Good. Now let's see what we have.
What up, Joseph? To the screen. Trying a new game here.
Hello? Must be a way to get the power back on.
Way to get the power back. I'll walk right back. Awesome.
Nice.
Okay, floppy disk. Okay, first person arcade dimension. Ooh.
This is London Calling. You're here with me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. In today's world, we've all had to get used to our every move being tracked by the optic on our temples, by the cameras around us, and with every click we make online. Seems like everything we do feeds the big data beast. Why are data giants like Bloom so hungry to get hold of our private information and our metadata? What are they using it for? Will we ever have real private lives again? What is privacy in the digital world? And what happens when capitalism and surveillance become...
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they...
Hey.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your pirate podcast source for what they don't want you to know. I'm Tash, and this time we're giving a special shout out from us to the boys and girls at the Signal and Intelligence Response Service, better known as SIRS. Why not? They're going to be listening anyway. They're listening to everything. They probably know that you're listening to this show right now. But don't worry, we're not going to say anything bad about a massive, unaccountable spy organization that uses its powers to stifle dissent and shut down free speech. Instead, we're going to look at how SIRS became so powerful. And as usual, Wuktik Media in post-communist states. How did it go so wrong in Britain?
You know, we're looking at all the wrong things when we look at
Britain's crisis. There's a lot of concentration on data and how that's been used and manipulated. And what we haven't looked at is the power structures and the profit that lies behind this. For example, if we examine what actually happened, you know, there's a company that's really very interested in selling passports and making it easy to provide visas for investment and so on. And historically, throughout the world, they've been working with this big data manipulation company in order to overthrow governments. And then suddenly all the chickens came home to roost. Nobody could find any receipts for what was paid for. Nobody could figure out how things were done, but everybody had a feeling that something really stunk and they couldn't figure it out. And yet it was standing there in their face the whole time. There's a couple of different ways that we got where it is that we are. I mean, one, you have a lot of smaller organizations, smaller power groups, companies as well, who are bending things just a little. Oh, we'll compromise a little bit, we'll bend the rules a little bit, and try to achieve what it is that we hope to achieve that's good for us. And if you add all of that up, what you end up with is a big wall moving in a big way from a lot of little buttons being.
No DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
Enough. I have clearance from Sabine.
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed.
Hey, let's see.
Hello and welcome back to The Upload. In this episode, we're talking about CTOS 3.0, the city operating system that's now powering all of London. For those of you who need reminding, as if anyone does at this point, CTOS was first used in Chicago in 2014 and then San Francisco in 2017 before coming here to London. And every time it's been rolled out, it's been pretty much an unmitigated disaster.
For those of you who are listening who are lucky enough not to be here in London's chaotic scenes, it's worth remembering that the telecoms tower is now owned by Bloom. The tower looms over northwest London. It's always been a communications hub, acting as part of the UK's television and communications network, although there's been some secrecy around its use, and now that Bloom owns it, it's only even more secret.
Yeah, now everything that's part of Bloom's city surveillance operation is run through the telecoms tower. And I have to say, it looks completely ridiculous. It's got that silly crown thing at the top and all the blue light.
What's that even about? What does it do? I don't see that there's any purpose to that at all.
It's a blight on the skyline, if you ask me. And it's become the main point of control for millions of people. The system network and Bagley are both operated and streamed from there too.
And don't forget about the self-driving cars too.
I always thought they were just running on their own.
No, CTOS is the big control system behind the cars. There was a point back in the earliest days of self-driving car technology that they operated by themselves. They used to use a series of sensors to see the world around them. Radar, for instance, would look far off into the distance, while LiDAR would detect objects.
That's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London. Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
The public thinks DedSec was behind the bombings, so who set them up?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton, well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline. But from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this 0 Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call. Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Bagley. God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as 0 Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
Definitely synchronized. How did you get out?
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city, and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition here would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
And that goes for anyone who joins DedSec. I would like to have, but you're asking me to put everything on the line.
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with
Let me
you.
kill you later.
What do you say?
You're right. I'm in. Let's get to work.
Excellent. New user registered. Welcome to DedSec.
Welcome to DedSec.
Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the
Well,
safe house that are essential items in your DedSec kit.
This up. Checkpoint. Purchase tech upgrades. Gadgets and weapons. Purchase tech. Take me. Obtain upgraded gadgets, weapons, X. Equipping tech to change stuff. Main menu. Purchase text is apology.
we have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
What up, bro? What up, Russell? Good deal for about an hour. To the screen. Who's here? Effie.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact, not to mention a champion amateur boxer. Go to the practice ring and she'll show you how to stop flinching when someone cocks a punch at you.
I'll be right down. Could use the warm-up.
Down the box.
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy. Nice one. Couldn't have done that better myself. You want to get in under my block. Find the weak point. Just like that. You're getting it.
Yes.
Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance. You're getting it. Yes, nice one.
Got whooped bad, huh?
Right, gear in order? Know enough not to punch yourself in the face or get shot for pulling out a gun too early? Brilliant. I'm working out how we find Zero Day and ruin their day, but I need someone with actual legs to do the legwork. Hope you're ready.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs. I'll let you be the judge of how best to handle yourself, but remember, you represent...
Alright, Dixie.
Why does this always bloody happen? I seem bad now.
Okay, let's get started.
Make no mistake, London is under occupation. Armed mercenaries patrol our streets, allegedly to keep people safe, but really they're keeping the people scared.
That's Albion's plan. Much easier to trample people's freedoms when they fear everything. They never even see it.
So, we have to ignite the will to resist in the people of London by showing them that Albion aren't the solution. They're the problem.
For that, we'll need information. I'm pushing 2 sets of coordinates to your optic.
Cheers, Bagley. I've identified 2 opportunities. 1, we're going to disrupt some Albion propaganda. Remind the people it's not Albion's way or the highway. 2, we need intel about Albion operations if we want to throw a spanner in their plans. You game?
Yes, this is what I'm here for.
Brilliant. Let's get the people of London on board.
Not gonna let my blood boil Take a deep breath. Let him really reflect on his choices. Get out of control. Don't fucking coddle me. Gives the hospital license. I'm surprised that you can even look at yourself in a bloody front wheelchair. The rest of us. You better stop this. Fresh shit. What's going on?
I mean, I guess these gangsters go about with their shit backpacks and make networks come up on your phone. So it'll be like, free Wi-Fi, and then you get on it, and boom, they've got all your shit. Banking, photos, mate, everything.
Stay focused. I'll be okay.
You want some crooks, have pics of you dead. Oh, fuck that. Shit ain't moral.
Not worth getting involved in. Fucking rugby, yeah?
Whoa.
And then sister, goddamn. Let's get it.
As we predicted, pushing 40 and still doing this shit. That takes the biscuit, but don't get it twisted. The kid mad gifted, spit a sick lyric here for those who missed it. When he goes in, crowds go ballistic.
Oh, run over. Under control.
Most days, so it's okay. Trying to make a smooth getaway, catch up on Huxley, Hergé, and Hemingway. Stay conflicted, either lost faith or it never existed. Did psychedelics kickstart religion? Written in stone for the cataclysm. The year we're living in. Ain't a given thing.
Albion have established an operational base in the Royal Court of Justice.
Albion has taken over the courts. London's justice system is broken. They can arrest anyone and send them to jail as they please.
Exactly. But it likely means there's information here about how Albion are targeting dissenters, the who and the why. We need that data if we're going to disrupt their operation.
That's excellent.
Shit! One of us is down!
Now, where did you go off to?
All's well here. What's next?
It's clear. Moving on.
Clear. Let's move on.
Searching the area.
All clear over here. Moving on.
Negative contact. Moving on.
Clear.
Trespasser may have fled.
Let's keep looking.
I'll do a sweep.
What do we have, Bagley?
A list of what Albion consider high-value targets that are threats to the peaceful running of London. See here, a journalist, and this one runs a community shelter. Good God, bar your doors.
What the hell?
All suspected of sowing rebellion or exhibiting tendencies towards... Albion is systematically arresting people even before they rise up. Joke's on them. This list can actually help us find like-minded allies willing to help us. Well done. Now, let's disrupt some of Albion's propaganda and give some hope to the people.
Oh, check this out.
A reminder from the City of London. Keep all documentation and identification up to date. ID checks and searches keep London safe. You have nothing to fear if you have nothing to hide.
Excuse me, y'all.
A reminder that any modifications or installation of illegal programs to your optic is a punishable offense. It compromises your security and the security of London.
Still a good name.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Albion's marking that territory. They've put their imagery on every building, screen, and street corner. They want to remind everyone that they're in charge.
There's going to be that much less once you're done here. Let's give Camden a break from these eyesores.
I'm on it.
If you hijacked that scissor lift, you could use it to access the rooftop.
Yes, nicely done. That'll get people's attention. Let them know someone is standing up to Albion. Light the spark that they can stand up to.
If nothing else, it'll relieve their eye strain.
What now?
We're already seeing results from what you've done. That list we found named a journalist in Camden who's been investigating Albion. We reached out and he's got information that can help us. I think you should meet with him.
I need the coordinates.
Ice cream. Thank you for watching. Good night.